What's up, y'all? Kush 420 bringing another meal of the day. Today we're going to be doing a nice little simple breakfast quesadilla. So we're going to be cooking off some bacon, scrambling up some eggs, hitting a little flour tortilla with some cheese, stuffing it with our bacon and eggs, cooking it until it's nice and golden brown and crispy, serving it with a little dollop of daisy sour cream. So everything's better with a dollop of daisy. So first, we're going to cut our bacon. Just taking some slices of bacon, cutting them into little strips here. We're going to put our bacon into a little pot. We're going to add a little bit of water to that. And then we're going to cook that down until our bacon is nice and crispy. You might be asking, why do you put water in there? Well, it's a good question. The answer is because A, the water will help break up all of these chunks that are stuck together. B, as it's boiling, it's rendering out fat from said bacon. And then once all of that water is evaporated, all you're left with is fat that you're cooking that bacon with, which is what you really want to use anyway. And as you can see, as it cooks away in that fat, the bacon is going to start to get nice and golden brown. The fat will start to be getting nice and frothy. As that cooks, you're going to strain that, set it to the side. You'll be left with some nice crispy bacon and some bacon fat that you can use to cook things with later. Next, we're going to take our scrambled eggs. So we're going to take a couple eggs, we're going to pop those into a bowl. We're going to add in some milk. A little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. You should always season your food. Next, you're going to break the yolks, mix all that stuff together. This is a simple flick of the wrist, little rotation, using that fork to create a nice little circular wave within the bowl. So we got our saute pan. We're going to melt off a little butter. You don't want to get it too hot to where you start to burn your butter. As you can kind of see right off to the side, we've strained off our bacon already. It's just sitting there waiting. So our butter's melted. We've added in our scrambled eggs. Now when cooking your eggs, if you got a nice hot pan, you just want to keep it moving. As it sits, it will cook fairly quickly. If you get brown on your eggs, you've essentially overcooked your eggs. You don't want any color. As you can see, once you just kind of keep scraping the pan, that egg's just going to kind of instantly cook. So you just kind of keep moving it back and forth, letting that liquid flow back to where you just scraped. And just keep moving it, keep scraping. Now this is where some people might stop. If you like a little runny egg, little loose wet scrambled eggs, this would be where you go. I don't like wet scrambled eggs, so we're going to continue to cook this just a little bit more, make sure that all that egg is cooked through. Start to break up any big old chunks. Alright, now our eggs are done, ready to go. So we've pulled them off to the side. Now it's time to start our actual quesadilla. So we take a nice large saute pan, sprinkle in some oil. We're gonna put in that tortilla, try to make sure that it gets coated in that oil. We're gonna add our mixed cheese and just start to let that melt all around. While that's melting, we're gonna add our little bit of bacon. Sprinkle that on 1/2 because we will be folding this quesadilla. We'll put our eggs onto that same half as our bacon. Now before our quesadilla gets too crispy and then we'll start to crack, once we try to flip it, we want to make sure that we get this folded. Really kind of push it down, make sure that melting cheese is adhering to our eggs and bacon. You don't want your quesadilla to just come falling apart and separate on you. The cheese is like the glue that holds everything together. Whenever you're cooking, it's always a good idea to clean as you go. You don't want a messy work area. So you get that nice golden brown crispy color on our quesadilla. That's what we're looking for on the other side as well too. So we flip that and we let that cook for just a little bit more. And once that is golden brown on each side, we're just going to pop that onto the cutting board and cut that into some nice little triangles. As you can see, we've got nice golden brown color on both sides. So we've cut into 3 little slices. We've got our dollop of daisy and we've got a delicious little breakfast quesadilla. Hope you all enjoy. Until next time.